I'm Greg, and welcome to my gregarious world. If you want to join us on our 51-day adventure in the South Pacific, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Kia orana! Today, the Zaandam traveled 142 nautical miles overnight to reach our next stop in the Cook Islands, the beautiful island of Rarotonga. During our pre-cruise research, we discovered that visits to this port are frequently canceled due to challenging sea conditions that hinder safe anchoring and tender operations. Luckily, the crew managed to launch the tenders and we received the green light to go ashore. Since the ship didn't provide any organized excursions, and we couldn't find any online tour operators offering excursions either, we decided to look for activities once we arrived in port. We had read that there would be tours offered at the port, but we didn't take into consideration that we would be arriving on a Sunday. Sundays are widely recognized as a day of rest and religious observance in the Cook Islands and throughout much of the South Pacific. We overlooked the fact that most businesses in Avarua, including shops, restaurants, and markets, close their doors on Sundays. Exiting the tender, Karen and I assumed that the presence of a cruise ship would attract tour guides and taxis near the tender arrival point, but we were wrong. Despite being the capital and largest city of the Cook Islands, Avarua felt surprisingly deserted on the Sunday of our visit. As we strolled past two tents arranged by Holland America, designed to offer refreshments and shade for passengers gathering, resting, or awaiting their return tender, we were warmly welcomed by a solitary ukulele player adorned with an elaborate floral headdress. Continuing on, we made our way to the information area. Where we acquired an excellent map and brochure detailing the local attractions. Further along the path, we encountered several roadside souvenir tables filled with hats, jewelry, trinkets, and clothing. While vendors accepted cash in US dollars, the exchange rate was less than favorable. We opted for a few affordable keepsakes, discovering that paying with a credit card in New Zealand dollars, the local currency, was the best choice. Just keep in mind that American Express isn't accepted here, but Visa and MasterCard work just fine. As we turn left, we pass the Punanga Nui Market, a charming area designed to resemble a quaint village filled with tiny houses that host takeaway eateries and stalls showcasing local arts and crafts. It's also the main spot for fresh produce, especially busy on Saturdays. Unfortunately, when we arrived on Sunday, the market felt deserted, almost like a ghost town. While the market operates on a smaller scale from Monday to Friday, Saturday is the highlight, with most vendors present and a free cultural show in the morning. It would have been great to explore the market, as many of the little shops and eateries we saw looked cute and unique. As we walked through the deserted market, we couldn't help but chuckle at the sight of a mother hen leading her chicks across our path. Just before leaving the market, we paused for a photo at a large tiki monument, which honors the opening of the Punanga Nui Market in 1998. Karen and I were on the lookout for a place to grab a snack and a drink, but to our dismay, everything was closed. As we walked by St. Joseph Catholic Cathedral, the sound of singing caught our attention, prompting us to take a quick look inside. The Mass was nearing its conclusion, so we decided not to stay long. However, we noticed a newly placed sign outside the church advertising Tuakata Cafe, which appeared to be open for brunch, likely appealing to those coming out of the service. The restaurant had a charming exterior, so we decided to give it a try. We ordered coffee, a muffin, and a ham and cheese panini. But unfortunately, the food turned out to be quite mediocre and lacking in flavor. Feeling a bit let down, we regretted not taking more time to choose a better spot. After leaving, we spotted a local eatery called Raro Chicken by the waterfront that looked much more enticing, and it was open on a Sunday. The small crowd of locals eating there was also a promising sign that the food there was likely much better than what we had just experienced. If you've eaten at Raro Chicken, let us know. Was it good? As we continued walking down the main road, we came across a sign for the Museum of the Cook Islands, which indicated it was open, but unfortunately it was closed on Sundays. Nearby, also on the main road, stands the Ziona Tapu Church and Graveyard. Constructed from coral limestone, it's the largest church in the Cook Islands. This beautiful white church features a 3-story bell tower that visitors can climb with prior permission. Regrettably, we missed the 10 a.m. Sunday service, and since there was no one around to grant us access, we couldn't climb the tower. The Sunday service is renowned for its traditional hymns, sung in beautiful harmony, and we were disappointed to have missed it. The view that Karen and I enjoyed while wandering through the graveyard was breathtaking, with the brilliant white church and cemetery monuments standing out beautifully against the lush green mountains surrounding the area. As we made our way back to catch a tender to the ship, we strolled along the water's edge, taking in the picturesque sight of the Zan Dam anchored nearby. We couldn't resist stopping for a fun photo opportunity. We also noticed that all 3 Morimoto gift shops we passed by were open, one of the few establishments taking advantage of the sales opportunity that comes with a cruise ship in port. It's worth mentioning that there is a bus service on the island, but its limited schedule on Sundays made us hesitant to rely on it. Throughout our walk along the main road, neither Karen nor I saw a single bus, which left me relieved that we chose not to depend on that option. With limited transportation options available on a Sunday, we wanted to be certain not to miss our tender and become one of those frantic pier runners. So, we said our goodbyes to Rarotonga and the Cook Islands and headed back to the ship. Many cruise lines collaborate with celebrated chefs to provide exceptional dining experiences on board. For instance, during our travels with Crystal Cruises, we've often dined at Umiuma, a sea-based restaurant showcasing the culinary artistry of Chef Nobu. This evening, we were particularly excited about our reservation at Morimoto by Sea, a pop-up restaurant featuring a menu crafted by Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto. For a few select evenings during our 51-day legendary Tales of the South Pacific cruise, the Pinnacle Grill specialty restaurant transformed into Morimoto by Sea, prompting us to secure our reservations early upon boarding, in anticipation of this extraordinary dining experience. We began by indulging in a flight of 4 unique 2-ounce servings of Chef Morimoto's signature sakis, which Karen and I eagerly sampled and shared throughout our dinner.
Yeah, so you can start from the left side. We have Junmai Ginjo, Sparkling Nigiri, Junmai Dai Ginjo, and Junmai. This is the strongest one on your right side.
So you start with the
Start
lightest
from the
one,
left side, yeah.
and then they get stronger as you go. Okay.
This is the strong one, the last one. Huh?
Okay, thank you.
Please enjoy.
This selection was not part of any drink package, and it came with a charge of $34 for the flight. For her appetizer, Karen chose the pork gyoza dumpling, which arrived sizzling on a cast iron platter.
Thank you.
Hear it sizzling from here, yeah.
And so it means do not touch the bowl, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's cold.
These dumplings were expertly prepared, boasting a crispy outer layer that encased a succulent pork filling. The addition of scallion ginger sauce, drizzled over the dumplings by our server, elevated their overall flavor. I opted for the Morimoto Fresh Tuna Pizza, Chef Morimoto's signature appetizer, which I had the pleasure of tasting during our visit to his New York City restaurant. In the show notes, I will provide a link to a video where you can watch him create this incredible dish. For my entree, I ordered Ishiyaki Buribop, fresh Pacific yellowtail cooked tableside in a hot stone bowl.
So this is the buribop. You have this nori, raw egg yolk, and this is what we call yuzu kosho, the green color. Underneath you will have the spinach, and then bamboo shoots, and then daikon radish, and then carrots. It's pickled. It comes with the sesame soy sauce, and I'll put it a little bit. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. Got to put this seared first. It's still a nice hot bowl. So it will cook by itself. Okay, this is my first time cooking. I just hope that I didn't do something wrong. And I'll put it all back in. It's only one side is cooking.
Oh, I see that.
Yes. Now just put a little bit more sauce for the flavor. Well, feel free to just add more. Ta-da!
For her entree, Karen decided on the Angry Lobster Pad Thai. Maine lobster served with rice noodles and a red Thai curry sauce. We decided to try two sides, one of which was the wasabi mashed potatoes. Everything was absolutely perfect. We both chose the dark chocolate sphere for dessert, and it was delicious.
So you have this raspberry coulis, chocolate sable, and then the crayon chocolate underneath. This is this caramel sauce, salted caramel. There you go.
Yeah, look at that.
And inside you have this dark chocolate sorbet, marshmallow cream, and now whipped cream.
The tableside presentation added an extra layer of enjoyment, making our experience even more memorable.
Surprise!
Wow, looks
Finally,
great.
you find something inside.
Dining at Morimoto by Sea comes with an additional charge of $55 per guest, which is quite reasonable, given that dining at one of Chef Morimoto's renowned restaurants typically costs significantly more. This specialty dining option was not included in the Have It All package, which might explain why the restaurant was relatively quiet during our visit that evening. We'll have a day at sea before arriving at our first port in French Polynesia, the island of Rarotonga. See you next time. Cheers! Please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to keep up with our latest episodes. In the upcoming episode, we'll be visiting the island of Raiatea, our first port in French Polynesia, where we'll visit a vanilla farm on the island of Taha'a, snorkel in a crystal clear reef, see how Tahitian moonshine is made, eat lunch on a secluded island, and more.